Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube. So this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while, and it's concerning my skin. Because if you know who I am and you see me in person, you probably notice a lot of the times I have red skin on my eyelids, on my neck, on my elbows, and under my knees. And I just kind of want to make this to explain why that is. So most people know what eczema is, and the exact medical reason for why it happens is not very well known. And there's still a lot of mystery in the medical community for it. Also, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a medical professional, so everything I'm saying you should probably take with a grain of salt. I'm mostly just speaking from my own experience. From my understanding, eczema is an autoimmune disease where you're missing some hormones in your body that are meant to protect your skin and keep it moisturized. So, I know it's something about your body is missing the cortisone hormone. I know the cortisone hormone, it protects your skin from outside pathogens and keeps it moisturized. So when you have eczema, you have a lack of this cortisone, which often makes your skin dry and irritated a lot. This also leads to your skin having flares at various times, which means it's just like there's moments when it just gets really dry and really itchy, so then you itch it and it becomes red and a rash. And you know, eczema. But what I have is something a little different, and it's called topical steroid withdrawal. So if you have eczema, you probably know what topical steroids are, which is they're usually this cream or this medicine that you put on your skin to make it all better. Because the topical steroids, essentially, they mimic the cortisone hormone in your body and protect your skin. But what a lot of people don't know about topical steroids is that often your skin can get addicted to it. So that means once you keep using the steroid after a while, that percentage of the steroid will stop working. So you have to go up to a higher dosage. And if you want to find out what exactly is a topical steroid, it's a cream that usually ends in O-N-E and has a percentage on the bottle. So yeah, that's essentially what happened to me. I stopped using the topical steroid because it just stopped working for me, and then I had to go through the topical steroid withdrawal, which is a very, very, very painful and pretty terrible process. My eczema got so much worse, and why I had to keep using this topical steroid at school is because, well, one, my school is up in the mountains and it's dry as hell, and also my school is pretty stressful, so the stress and the weather are two very bad combinations for anyone with eczema. But yeah, so when I went through topical steroid withdrawal, and I shouldn't say went because I'm still going through it, but it was a pretty terrible process. There's days when you wake up where you can't really move because your skin hurts so much. Honestly, it feels like your skin is on fire. Especially the points where I had the eczema, which was, you know, the elbows, knees, neck. Like turning my neck, like even now, it's still a little sore to turn it because my skin is so raw. Steroid withdrawal basically does to your skin, it thins out your skin because the topical steroid just kind of destroyed it, and without the hormone, it just gets really thin without being able to repair itself. So for me, like that's why it's also called red skin syndrome, because a lot of the times your skin gets really red and dry. Right now it's not too bad. My skin's pretty dry right now, but you can see here my elbow. I can show you my leg too, because that's where it's the worst right now. One sec. Yeah, you can kind of see how like sore and dry it is. So yeah, going through this process is pretty gruesome. There are times when I had trouble sleeping because the irritation was so intense. And this one thing that really bothers me, that I'm sure a lot of people with eczema can relate to, is when people that don't have this disease are saying to not scratch because that's all you need to do. And honestly, I really wish it were that easy, but it's really not. I would kind of describe scratching as crack for your skin, because it doesn't matter what you do, you can slap it, you can just run around and just try to take your mind off the itch, but the only way you'll really solve it is by scratching it. There were days when I would have headaches from not trying to scratch, so scratching was the only solution. I actually, just like my friend who had this disease, she took a semester off, and I was considering taking last semester off because it just hurt to move all the time. And especially since I'm a track athlete, so on the track it would just be hard to do any kind of workout. And especially in the field house, because it's indoor season now, it's so dry in the field house. So in the mix of the dryness and the sweat that I would produce from working out, sweat would make my skin irritated as well. So it was pretty terrible, which I guess is my fault because I should have quit if I was very irritated. but I mean, I survived, so, you know. I was honestly considering taking this semester off because if you've gone through TSW, you know that month 4 to 6 are usually the worst months. Currently I'm on month 6, and if you're someone who's ever experienced TSW, you'll know that my case is really not that bad compared to a lot of other people. There's people that have ooze coming out of their skin all the time. It's all over their face and literally all over their body. I have it in a lot of places, but it doesn't cover my entire skin, which is I'm very thankful for. And even now you can see like I'm itching, and it's just, I don't know, it's really dry up here. The reason my skin is not doing so terrible right now in month 6 is because of 3 recommended methods that my doctor has subscribed to me. And another disclaimer, this is not a promotional video. I'm just talking about my own experience and how I'm dealing with it. First thing that I do is UV light therapy. So UV light therapy is basically standing in a tanning bed, except this is like a special tanning bed where it doesn't have any of the harmful UV rays from the sun. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to do, but all I know is it kills your itch a lot of the times, and I think it gives you vitamin D, which helps generate your skin and makes it healthier. And I think it, like, yeah, I don't really know the science behind it. I feel like I should have looked it up before I made this video, but I don't care. I'm not a doctor. And my second method is bleach baths, which at first sound kind of scary, but honestly it's not that bad. You just, about twice a week, have to take a bath in diluted bleach and water, and the amount of bleach in the bath is less than a swimming pool, so it doesn't really leave my skin dry. It's just supposed to kill like the lingering bacteria on my skin, which is, you know, to prevent from infection, obviously. I do like the baths too because this might be just a hypochondriac thing, but I think it does kill my itch as well. And the third and probably most important method that I do to take care of my skin are my new lotions, which a lot of people in the TSW community might have an issue with, but it works for me, so I'm just gonna keep using it. So the first lotion I have is the mupirocin. I think I'm saying it right. There you go. And that basically is an antibiotic, and it's supposed to kill, you know, what antibiotics do, kill bacteria. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else it does. And then the more important one that I use is the tacrolimus ointment, which is a kind of replacement of the topical steroid because it's not, I don't really know, it's something else. But I know a lot of people, there are cases of people getting their skin getting addicted to the tacrolimus. And my doctor said out of about 100 patients that are going through topical steroid withdrawal, probably about 2 of them would become addicted to tacrolimus, which I'm willing to take those chances. And the most used lotion that I have is the Zero Calm, which is basically, it's just a moisturizer, but it's very useful, and it's also kind of expensive. So I remember in class yesterday, some girl saw me putting it on, and she asked if she could have some, and I said it was prescribed, so yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, it's very useful, and I'm very happy that I have this. Again, this is not, I'm not trying to promote anything, I'm just saying what I used. I know a lot of people, a lot of different methods work for different people, so, you know, you do you. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. If you're still watching, thanks for making it the whole way. I'm probably going to post some pictures of me in the process of the TSW and showing the stages of how my skin was. Although, I kind of regret this, but I did not take pictures of when my skin was at its worst, because on those days I just like, I don't know, I think it was just like a spiritual, emotional thing that I just didn't want to take a picture of it, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you're someone who's experienced TSW, please leave a comment below or just contact me and we can talk, and maybe you can give me advice about how to cope with all of this. Probably gonna make more videos about my topical steroid withdrawal and my eczema and how I cope with it now. And if you want to see more of those videos, just subscribe to me and, you know, you'll get to see them. So exciting. Woo! I also want to say that I just woke up, so that's kind of why I look like shit, along with the topical steroid withdrawal, so sorry. One last thing I want to say is for anyone that's gone through TSW, is that I have the utmost respect for you, and honestly, I don't know how you guys have done it, because mine was not that bad, and I still felt like I was dying. So, kudos to you guys.